Yes, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's how it's
Just
supposed to
gotta
be.
wake up and my bank account out. Bring more money.
That
But how
passive
y'all doing
income.
out there today? We need our viewers to talk to us today, man. We got a couple great topics to talk about today. I'm gonna let you. You want to host today, man?
I'm hosting with you. What you mean, let you host? All
Well, you
right,
got the
yeah, we
topics
do
on
got
your
some good
side.
topics today, though. Let me see. We're gonna be talking about this 34-year-old father of 33 kids. We want to know from our viewers, ladies, would you date this man? He is 34 years old and he has 33 kids. So I'm not really sure how many baby mamas he has, but either way, that's insane. That's a lot. That's crazy. And then we also are going to talk about, unfortunately, the shooting that happened down in Florida. There was a 10-year-old girl who shot a woman and killed her because she was fighting her mom. So,
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
yeah. Then we also have this other topic that I ran across, which, that was... all of them is shocking. The last two are shocking, but this one right here really shocked me as well. Like, being this young in 8th grade, an 8th grade young lady told her teacher that she wants kids without marriage so that she can get on child support.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who she been around?
Yeah. So that's
that influence right there. But let's take
Yeah.
it from the top. We're gonna take it from the top. The first topic: 34-year-old man with 33 kids.
33 kids.
33
yes.
kids.
From what we know about him, he is a truck driver. So, he got babies all over, in different area codes. I'm going to guess. We don't really have much information on this fella, but, he's I do know that he's from Mississippi and he's a truck driver. And he says that, motherfuckers better get out of his business and stop trying to talk down because he takes care of all 33 of his kids. This came up because he posted a post on social media with him and his mom and his children. Now, from the photo, there were, I think, like 9 kids that were missing. So if you counted it up, it should have came to about 33 kids. And he's 34 years old. He's proud of all of his children. But the baby mama's not so much.
Now here's my thing with this: how can you be mad at a person? Because at some point, it's just some shit you can't hide. You can't hide 33 kids.
Nah.
So how can you be mad at a person if you knowing? Okay, let's start off with baby mama number 1. You baby number 1. Okay. 1 through 3, I feel like you get a pass.
Yeah.
Then once you get to baby mama number 4, it's like, so you got 3 baby mamas already, 3 different baby mamas, 3 kids. Then bam, there go the 4th one and 5th one. Mm-hmm. Now, baby mama number 6, you should have stopped and thought about some shit. Now, let's fast forward to Justin. Unlock the door for me. Let's fast forward to baby mama number 15.
I mean, but here's the thing. We don't know how many baby mamas he has, though. We know that there's multiples. We just don't know how many.
This is true.
But 33 kids
33
in general is insane.
You come sit down. Welcome.
Hey, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, y'all. Since we have guys, so let me turn this camera on. We're going to introduce you real quick, and then we're going to jump back into this. So I'm actually let you introduce yourself. Today we do have a special guest in the building with us. She just joined in with us. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself real quick. Then we're going to tell you about this topic that we're talking about.
Hello, I am Goddess Angel, a reggae artist.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here with y'all.
That's what's up.
We thank you for having us. Goddess Angel actually performed at the Sex Dungeon party last night.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that as well. But since you are just joining us, thank you for being here. The topic that we're talking about right now is a 34-year-old man. He got 33 kids.
Yep. 33 kids. He's 34 years old. He is a truck driver.
That's why.
He's from Mississippi. We don't know how many different baby mamas he has, but we do know from a post that he posted of a picture of him and his mom with most of his kids, not all of them. He said that 9 of the kids were not in the photo.
Wow.
Okay, so
That's crazy.
the question today is, would you date this man?
No.
If you met him and, y'all was hitting it off and then he comes to let you know, hey, I got 33 kids, would you completely cut it off, or you gonna see where this goes?
We know where it's going. Your ass pregnant.
Right. So that would be a no-go for me because, first of all, like in the beginning, like I'm going to ask you how many kids do you have because I have kids as well and I got to make sure that's okay. But my little 3 and your 33 is not going to work.
So that's 36 kids y'all got.
Right. That's too many. 3 is enough for me right now.
Yes, girl, look, I can relate.
crazy.
I agree too. Like I told him, I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I won't even look at you. Nope. We can't talk. We can't hang out. I don't want to be friends. Don't even breathe on me because you get bitches pregnant. But he also said, so he did a live, right? A little more backstory. He did a live where basically he was going off because there's a few of the baby mamas who are embarrassed.
Oh.
They're embarrassed, and which I'm pretty sure is probably like the first couple. We say the first 3 maybe. They're embarrassed by the situation. They didn't ask to be a part of that, but I guess that's kind of what happens when. I mean, you can't even say that's what happens if you have kids out of wedlock because, shoot, Papa's was a Rolling Stone, so
I got a
that can happen
comment.
too.
She say, I got 1 kid. If he got 33 kids, that means he is doing something right. So I may have to see what that thing be like.
Woo, okay. She say that thing.
Ebony the doctor, what in the Nick Cannon is going on here?
Right. Ooh.
He thought he said he has 12. He thought he said he has 12 baby mamas. Okay.
So it's 12?
It's 12 baby mamas.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that's the thing. So would you take a
So
chance?
that's dangerous.
Would you take, ladies? Would y'all take a chance?
No.
So we got one lady that said she only got 1 kid and she might have to see what that thing be like. I don't know. Like I ain't even trying to have 33 kids. I don't even care if it's by the same one. Fuck that. That's too many mouths to feed.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a little too much.
Ebony the doctor say hell no. That's too much. Like 33 kids is a lot. Mm-hmm. And I don't know this man's backstory, so I don't know if they all under the same roof spread. He say he a truck driver, so I'm assuming.
They all
Exactly.
Yeah, they spread across.
But even as a
sure.
father, it's like shit. You got 33 kids. It's always somebody's birthday. It's always somebody's graduation. It's always somebody's sporting event. It's always somebody's something.
It's always somewhere that you need to be, your time, And that's my thing with that, too, because in his live, he was going off saying, like, niggas need to mind their business. He support all his kids. He take all of them, got what they need. They ain't lacking on nothing. Can't none of his baby mama say that he is not supporting his children. He said, he claims all of his kids, because one thing he said about him, because they was laughing, saying, his pull-out game weak or whatever, but he was like, shit, I don't pull out. So,
Obviously.
this is obviously something that, he wanted for himself.
secret.
He made a huge family. So financially, from what he's saying, the kid's good, but that's not all. Like that's not all that these kids need.
So is that fucked up? Because, I mean.
Yeah, how you gonna divide up this time to be there?
He creating a family. So just think about.
In multiple homes.
True.
And probably across multiple
But it don't seem like
states and
nobody complaining
miles.
but the people on the outside.
Well,
Shit, how do we find out about this story?
Well, they said a lot of the baby mamas was embarrassed, so.
Because it came out. Everybody was all quiet when it was, just, it's just us 12 baby mamas.
You shouldn't be embarrassed anyways. How you gonna be embarrassed just because it came out?
Because now everybody in y'all business and y'all 12 know that this man slang that thing around there. He got 33 kids. So they like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Nah, don't be embarrassed now.
I'm gonna say I get the first maybe 3.
I mean, but you back in the day, okay, so let's just say like how back in the day, 8, 9 kids was of the norm.
That's true.
Yeah.
So 33 ain't cool. What's the cutoff?
But saying that, come on now, like birth control is a thing now.
What they got to do with anything?
It has a lot to do with everything.
Maybe he
You can
wanted
prevent it.
33 kids.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He obviously wanted to have 33 kids. 'Cause
Exactly.
He said he don't pull out. So I'm guessing these women that's being
This
involved
man
with
just
him,
created a
you
whole
should know that
family.
he definitely wants children with you if he sleeps with you. So
Exactly. So I mean, this is up on you. Because my thing is,
come be a part of it.
what if he was at the end of his rock? It's like, oh shit, granddaddy only had this many kids, then my brother only had this many. I should start to thin out around here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do what it do to keep the family going. Family reunion's gonna be lit now.
Man.
Come on, shit crazy now. Just think about nigga, all y'all cousins get together. If every one of them got one kid, oh, this.
Yeah.
But then you gotta worry about grandkids.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how you gonna
He
feel
created.
He
just created a whole family.
yeah.
Like, granddaddy, huh? Oh, y'all sure because of me. 166 grandkids. Damn, I'm good.
So he
That's
created
too
his
much.
people. Have you created some people?
I'm just saying. But it just brings to like
He's their leader.
what was the I'd rather be this way than what was the TV show on Netflix?
Oh, Our Father.
Our Father.
What's the documentary? It's not really
Yeah,
a TV show, but
okay,
it's a documentary.
This dude just was he was
A sperm bank.
fertility doctor
Yeah.
at sperm bank, and these women would go in and
They were going to get inseminated so that they can, become pregnant.
and even most of them was like, I'm just trying to use my husband's sperm, trying to up the ante or whatever. And what he would do, go in the room, whack it off, and come there, put it in these women.
Yeah.
So what was it? So many years later,
Over 30. It was
Over
like,
30
it was
years
like
later.
over 30 years later.
these people started doing like these ancestries, and they start finding out that they were siblings,
Right.
and more people was doing it. And all of a sudden, it kind of connected back to the doctor, and it turned out he ended up having 93 kids,
Ooh.
and
Yeah,
none
and
of-
the number is still going
Still
up
going because-
it's something that is fairly, new.
yeah, he did this over 2 decades. He did this for 20 years or something.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah, it was, and it was all in a 25-mile radius.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know how many people in this area that didn't know could possibly be dating a sister?
Yeah.
Cousin?
And two of the sisters actually, their kids were best friends.
Best friend, exactly.
Yeah, but the whole time
They
for real,
cousins.
They cousins. They just didn't know it.
That's wild.
That is why. So my thing is, I rather my man's out here getting women pregnant willingly. Y'all know what's going on. Then you have to go in here, and then you find out 30 years later that your daddy ain't your daddy. It's this doctor.
This pervert ass doctor, because that's some pervert ass shit to do. And you know
yeah,
what? They
that's
took him
real.
to court, but it was for something else. It wasn't
Yeah.
for.
He didn't go to jail.
Yeah,
for
they
that
couldn't
shit.
because they couldn't figure out how to charge him. How can you charge
Right.
someone that didn't necessarily rape you?
Right.
But he did. He lied to these women.
Right.
Some of these women thought that they were having children with their husbands.
Exactly.
Because they thought that he was taking the husband's sperm and injecting it up into the cervix, but he was just using his. And then how perverted do you have to be to literally sit up here and be talking to this woman in her face, telling her, okay, woo, 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 this what we gonna do to help get you pregnant. She's thinking that she's getting some sperm from a man that she just picked out, and then you examine her, and then after you examine her, you go into this room and you beat your shit off. I feel like that's still some
weird.
form of rape.
Yeah.
And she was violated and she was lied to.
And then what was it? In one case, say the girl, she thought her daddy was her daddy.
Yep.
And he thought his daughter was his daughter until she did the ancestry and figured out, damn, this motherfucker that I think my daddy ain't even my daddy. It's some pervert motherfucker. And that shit
And
right
he
there,
had other children too. Actually, his children.
He had a wife and everything.
Yeah, his children were the reason. Was it his son,
His son
and a daughter?
Yeah, they gave up they DNA or something to
Uh-huh.
these people to make it connect.
Yeah.
And it just
Yeah,
went from
because
there.
basically they call themselves trying to clear their father, but it didn't clear him. It confirmed it.
Right.
And now it's just ongoing.
yeah.
And he even called the girl and was like, don't do this.
He had
I'm
a
trying
meeting
to
with
help
them.
you. Everything.
He had a meeting with I don't know how many of them it was, but he met with a bunch of them.
Yeah.
They had dinner together, and one of the daughters, like, she just spazzed out. She was like, nah,
I would have
you a
spazzed
freak.
too.
What up, twin?
Because why would you do that? And what was your reason behind it? Like,
He said he was helping them.
I think that it was
Because
an
he knew he had,
experiment.
like, what'd it say, a high sperm count. So he knew, he was like, I knew my shit was golden and you would get pregnant. So I was helping. This what y'all come here
But
for?
the thing is, they all had like similar health issues that definitely came from him. But he was like wanting to know what they did for a living. He was trying to see how high their IQ was, little stuff like that. Like that's what he cared about. But he actually caused a lot of them to have some immune disorders.
Yeah. And it was crazy. It was like so many
conditions.
all had, what was like crazy. It was like all of them had like blue eyes or some crazy shit.
Well, it wasn't all of them, but most of them had like blue eyes and blonde hair. So yeah, that story was crazy.
Yeah, but that shit is crazy. Like shit, I found out I got 99 siblings because I lose my shit. Like,
and it's growing. And now that it's been put up on Netflix, you can imagine how many more people are going to, pop up. I want to get the Ancestry DNA kit done.
Yeah, you gotta know your
My
peoples.
birthday
You
gift
gotta
for
know
myself
your
this year.
peoples.
I'm trying to see how far I go back. Maybe, shoot, might get lucky or something. Might be African royalty or some shit. I'm out of
for
here.
real.
don't know
I
till
really
you know.
want to get it because my mom was adopted, and like her adoptive mother, like I haven't met her or anything. So me and my sister, we like, who are these people like that you won't let us meet and you won't tell us about? And my mom, she really doesn't know much about her family, so I think it'll be a good idea to go get that done.
Yeah, I think we all should.
Yeah.
Let us know a little bit
Just
of
be careful.
parts of ourselves.
I get it done and for real, because I'm like, these people just went and got it done trying to figure it out. Now you like, hey, I got 99 siblings. Got to be careful. And that's why I say, man, family reunions or we got to start back doing family reunions. I was like, you don't want to walk in a family reunion like, this is my boyfriend. It's like, you know what? It's actually your first cousin.
Right.
You're looking crazy like, oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, we gotta get back to it, man. Like, cause that story was crazy. 99 kids plus or 93, however many it was. And even with the dude and all these women that knew, 33 kids, and you knew he had this many, and you still gave him some cat. You knew what was up.
Yeah.
You wanted to be the next one. I'm just saying. You ask me how many kids I got, and I say 33, and you still come on to the crib with me. Ask me where I rub at. I ain't got none. I don't use those things. And you like, all right.
Right.
You know what time it is.
Well, you know it is with him, shoot.
For
Well,
real.
Mari done retired now, so, maybe now the next show gonna be I Am the Pappy.
Look, big
Right.
I's the Pappy.
shout out to Maury, man.
For real.
What Maury been ruining lives for 30 years.
Not ruining their lives. He helping them people find their truth.
80% of people on Maury's show was not the father. Like, it was a rare when you found you was the father. And then when it was like, nigga, this baby look just like you.
Yeah.
So, but big shout out to Maury, man. It's crazy how many people went on that show and was, like, say shit, 3-4 baby fathers and none of them the father.
Man,
and you
making up plum
still
food
running in the
themselves.
back falling out. Come
Right,
on now,
like,
stop
girl,
it.
get up.
Like, why do they run to the back? Like, they still got the camera on you. I be hating it. Like,
And that's what
why
I
you
love.
running? Where
Big
you
shout out
running
to the cameraman. Well, you know how hard it is to run with a camera, and they can never outrun the cameraman on board. Well, that's a real man. That's talent. And shout out the cameraman because they get the action.
Yeah.
They be out in the back
I
rolling
wonder
on the
who's the
floor.
original backstage runner, because it's like somebody had to do it, and then they decided to just stick with that
Boy,
angle.
they set the boy high.
They sure did.
Once he retired, niggas like, now who gonna do this? Somebody
They
gotta
run to the
step
back,
up.
roll up in the carpet.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be right here with the camera. For real. So I'm like, man, Mario is crazy. Like, damn, so what is it? Is it just done? Anybody else gonna take over? We ain't heard
I
that?
think Mari's over with. That's
Yeah,
it.
they
Damn, so everybody out here, you just don't know who your daddy gonna be now.
You say ain't nobody gonna not. You know what? Look,
They got
they need
paternity
to.
court.
They need to make it mandatory.
You think so?
Yep.
They really do.
I think so. I think DNA testing should be mandatory. Like, once you have the baby, I think it should be done because it stops a whole lot of confusion. You
So it's
know,
what, like child support?
yeah, child support for those who should not be paying it for a child that's not theirs. That's not right. Hell, just like I was telling you about, they were saying Boosie was happy because his son, they done found out that the baby, his grandbaby, it's not his grandbaby, so he was happy about it.
Okay.
You know,
So,
and luckily it's because they got the DNA test. So,
Ms. Goddess, let me ask you a question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to do with this whole child support thing. Just say you find out you're pregnant, or just for anybody that's listening, you find out that you're pregnant, and this guy tells you he don't want this baby. He's not ready for a baby. But you proceed on to have the baby. 3-4 years go along, and now you want to put him on child support because it's rough out here. Mm-hmm. Me, personally, I feel you shouldn't do it because he told you from the get-go.
Exactly.
He didn't want no baby. So if you decided to have it, you need to take care of it.
Exactly.
financially, it should just fall on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this because a lot of women know out the gate that this dude ain't trying to deal with no baby. And they still had the baby. And then when they get the baby, they mad, upset, pissed off. Oh, fuck him, deadbeat ass daddy. Don't want to do nothing for his kids. Hey, this man told you from the beginning, I don't want no kids, don't have that baby. Here go money for abortion, whatever. Not saying that abortions are right, because I don't believe in abortions either. But I'm saying if you're going to have this kid, knowing that a man already told you, I don't want to be in this kid life, don't wait 3 years to put him on child support or start bashing him on Facebook because he done told you. Mm-hmm. And I see a lot of that. So I feel like child support, me personally, it should be if we was in the agreement, you like, oh, I'm in this, and then boom, we got this baby, then all of a sudden you like, oh man, this is too rough for me. Fuck this parent shit, I'm gone. Nah. Right. You was all 10 toes down. You was in this. Mm-hmm. A year later, you can't get out because you don't want to get up at 3 a.m. Now you want to be out here with your boys instead of fixing a bottle.
Right, trying to switch up now.
Nah. That's who I feel like child support should be on.
It was cool when he was shooting up the club.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was, but hey, that's just my opinion. Like, when it comes down to,
I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that logic. You know, yeah, definitely. If before that baby come, if y'all have already had that conversation, but you know what? I don't know. Not everybody maybe has those type of conversations. You know, I mean, let's think about it and be honest too. A lot of kids are here by oopsie, like they wouldn't expect it. So.
True. That's true. But I'm saying,
and then there are some people who don't find out, right away that they're pregnant.
And see, I ain't talking about those
special cases.
I'm talking about this one situation. Mm-hmm. You find out you pregnant, you come, hey, look, I'm pregnant. I know it's yours. Hey, look, I don't want no kids. Fuck all that. No, don't have this baby. Here go to bread. Go get an abortion. It's only been 3 weeks. Get it about you. And you say, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna have this baby. All right, well, you gonna take care of the baby. Don't come a year later trying to put me on child support, dragging me,
harsh too,
calling my mama,
just have an abortion. But I get what you're saying.
I ain't saying it like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't force nobody to be there or be a father or a mother. It's women who don't want to do nothing with no kids either. So
true.
Shoot.
So, and I feel the same way
because Auntie Mary, why she ain't had no kids, and she said because she ain't trying to sit down nowhere.
And that's good. and I feel the same way because, like I said, women, you do got the power. But, like I said, if a man is saying this, then, hey, look here now. Women, when you get pregnant, if you don't want to have no baby, even if this man say, oh, I want to be a daddy, this, please have this kid, you like, nah, I ain't trying to sit down nowhere. I'm getting an abortion. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Guess what? This man got to take that. Mm-hmm. This kid gone because you don't want to have it.
Yeah.
So...
But you know what? That brings us into our next topic. So I saw somewhere that there was this teacher who was talking to her 8th grade class. And this young lady, 8th grader, said that she wants to have kids, but she doesn't want the marriage because she wants to get child support.
What?
Yes. So she's in the 8th grade, and this is the mentality that she has. She thinks that child support is
Good morning, Tiffany.
And it is something that you should look forward to as you get older. But I mean, if you really think about the setup, though, some of these girls, and I'm not judging anybody who has had to go down that path because, you know, you got to do what you got to do out here, especially if you do have these resources, you know. But, I mean, for this 8th grader to be talking like that, where does she get this from? Because you get these young girls who get pregnant, you know, maybe right out of high school, and then what's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna go get signed up to get some housing,
right?
You know, Section 8 or public housing. Your
some
rent,
kind of assistance.
Yeah, your rent is gonna be, you know, hella cheap. If I don't know whether you working or not, you know, I'm not really sure what that margin is. I never had to get public assistance, but I ain't gonna lie, you know, there was times where I needed it.
Everybody need that motherfucking help.
Exactly. You know, if you get in there, you got to do it right. But you know, you get set up like that. You got this kid, now you getting your medical, you getting your EBT, you know, so shoot, you good. You got a crib. You got this baby, but, you know, you got somewhere to lay your head, and you got some food coming in. You got medical coverage. You know, some people even, I don't know if they still doing cash on the food stamp card or not, but, you know, that was a thing. So there are resources out here. And so I think that for that 8th grader to be thinking like that, it's probably because she's probably seen, like, maybe this is how the women around her have had to come up, you know, or maybe they kind of see it like it's a come up.
And a lot of people do.
And it can be a come up. That's why I said I'm not hating at all, because it definitely can be a come up. If you young and you get pregnant and you can go on and get your stuff started, you know, but you also got to make sure that you investing in yourself too.
Yeah.
All that time where you getting, you know, your rent only $10 or, you know, $100 or whatever the case may be, you know, use that time to still work, save your money. Start investing in yourself. Go to school if that's something that you want to do. Start a business. Do something.
And that's the thing. People be like, once they get all that assistance, they start to get lazy. They like, well, I got all of this. I don't got to do nothing else. My family set.
No,
and
capitalize on that shit.
You know, I had my first child at 18, so it was like, I had all these resources, but at the same time, I didn't want them because my dad instilled in me, like, you don't need all that. Just get up and work and take care of your family and do what you got to do, you know? You know, ain't nothing wrong with EBT because I'm going to get
it's not shit. I remember when I got cut off, baby.
Anything else, like,
it ain't
the housing, there's people that's been on housing for, like, years. Like, they old, like, in their 40s, and they not going nowhere. And they still having kids. They still out here, you know, getting that assistance. And
a
it's just
vicious
like,
cycle, exactly.
It's young females out here that's still trying to get on that waiting list because the older women are still on there because they don't want to move around. They don't want to.
And see, that's what made me give up on it. And I think I signed up when I was, 20? And shit, I never went back after that. I just didn't care. Because I'm like, I got to be on this list for how long? And they couldn't tell you a date and you just got to sit away. I ain't got time for that. I'm finna go work and make some money. I was doing it anyways, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because here's my thing. If you get this assistance, capitalize on it. If you've been here 5 years, stack your bread. Be ready to buy a house in 10, whatever. I don't care how you got to do it, but capitalize. Don't be here like you say. If I'm 8 and you live in here and now I'm 38 and you still down here,
right?
You ain't capitalizing. And I say that because y'all remember those shows like Teen Mom?
Yeah.
They used to glorify teen moms. We grew up, we went to school with teen moms. Never saw none of them on the show getting praised.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And some of those women, they took that opportunity, capitalized on it. That show took them from her to her to her. If you down here and it's public assistance, whatever, use that to capitalize.
Right. Yeah.
If you get EBT, use it to capitalize. Like
but
say, don't
I mean,
get like you say, don't get lazy and just be stuck here.
They get lazy out here. They don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing. They like, okay, I got all this assistance. What do I need to do now? I don't need to do nothing. I'm comfortable. They get comfortable. That's what it is. They get comfortable. Feel like they don't got to do nothing.
But we definitely need to break that mindset because there's no reason why an 8th grade child should be thinking that way. Thinking about,
exactly.
I'm gonna have me a kid.
You're in the 8th grade. You should be
some child support.
You need to be thinking about you finna go to high school next year, maybe college. You thinking about having a kid, not married, so you can get child support. Like what kind of?
Because it's some of those women I saw a TikTok she was a nurse too, and she had 6 baby daddies, and she pulled it up on the screen when she was showing each of those child support payments that she was getting. And luckily, all of them, you know, was some nice checks, because I think they were like $1,200 or more each check. And it was times 6. So she was like, shit, she didn't have to work. You know, she was like, I do this because I want to.
I feel bad for the fathers, but at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Big shout out to DeRay. Shout out to the women who moved their baby daddy in behind housing authority back. Keep your man in the house.
I know, right?
Look, that's exactly. You know, stick together out here. I mean, if you don't break some rules, that's a rule you can break, man. Keep the father in the home. I fucks with that, DeRay.
But they need to make sure that they come up out of there, though.
Yeah, exactly. Capitalize. If y'all down here together, get this bread, stack this money, and like I said, even if you down here 5 or 10 years and you leave, buy a house in the hill. You and your family got a yard. All that shit, like, for real. But before we get into our next topic, man, we got our special guest in here today. We go get into nice little interview. We go talk to you for a minute. Let you reintroduce yourself to the people that's just tuning in.
Hello, everybody.
We'll see what you got going on.
I'm Goddess Angel. I'm a reggae artist. I also do neo soul. How y'all doing today?
Tell everybody where they can find your music at.
Yeah, you can find my music on YouTube under a Shay Cleopatra with a K. And also on Facebook, I have a Facebook page, a Shay Cleopatra as well. And Spotify. Okay.
That's up. Y'all got to check out. She is a dope artist, man. Y'all know I always link up with dope artists. I just had her on 2 of my shows. She was on my Sorry for the Wait showcase, and she was
and that was lit.
Yeah, and she performed at the Sex Dungeon Part 3 last night.
And that was lit. I remember nothing. I just know I was lit. I was having a good time.
Yeah, it was a damn good time.
Yeah, that reggae segment last night was dope though.
Yeah,
shout out to Ross Khalid.
There you go. Get him shout outs. Get him shout outs
for coming out, popping out with me. He was like, a sex dungeon? I gotta come in here in my drawers. we went shopping and everything, and it was a good time. I'm glad he came and experienced that, and hopefully.
Real quick, big shout out to everybody that did come out and participate, man, because it's hard to actually get people to come out to themed events and actually participate in the theme. But last night, everybody was in the building, man. Everybody had on something that was glowing, or some lingerie, or some pajamas. So big shout out to everybody that came out last night.
It looked real nice in there, real sexy.
Yeah, it was. It was a big shout out to Michelle too, man.
Yeah, she did her thing.
Part 3, Sex Dungeon Entice Me. She said this is not her last event. She's coming back with something bigger and better, so y'all just got to stay tuned for it. But
I'm ready. Last night
was
lit.
Yeah, I know. Shoot, my doggone thighs and legs burning, man. But it was worth it. It was worth it. I had a great time.
Yeah, it was damn good time for real. So, do you have any? You got any shows coming up?
Yes. On June 18th, it's supposed to be a Put Down Your Guns event in Lincoln Park.
Big shout out to Clint. I know that's that event. Big shout out to
Clint and Rickathon Productions. So I will be performing there, and it's also a car giveaway. So get your raffle ticket for $10, and they're giving away a car.
That's what's up, man. Big shout out to Clint, man. We've been doing this event for some years now, and it's always a great event. I remember he did it on, I think it was an Edgemount one time. He had like a basketball tournament. So big shout out to him, man. Juneteenth is a good old event that's coming. It's a national holiday this year. So
it is. Yes. Way more people should be
round
celebrating.
Round of applause for that. It's a good event this year, man. Y'all better celebrate that hard like y'all celebrate the 4th of July.
Yeah. And Juneteenth is Father's Day this year as well. Falls on the same day. So
damn. Shit. Yep. Another round of applause. Big shout out to all the fathers out there, man.
Let that up.
Come on, man. You gotta show us the same love we showed y'all mothers, man. We trying to get, a little back massage or something. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah. A bunch of fathers gonna be out with their hoochie daddy shorts on.
Oh, no. Please don't let
hoochie daddy shorts
catch y'all out here in these hoochie daddy shorts, man. For real.
No, they like them hoochie daddy shorts.
Who is they?
Shoot, the women who like the hoochie daddy shorts. I mean, I guess if you got some nice legs, they can look okay. I ain't really into the short shorts, but
God, you like them hoochie daddy shorts?
Everybody like what they like.
No.
She said,
I don't want to see that. Your shorts should not be short as mine. No.
I know. Sure, I know. I looked at my son. We pulled out his old shorts from last year. He running up the street the other day. I said, look at Maz with his little hoochie daddy shorts on.
So you getting tall, son. It's time to
I'm
go
like,
shopping.
right. I said, who you getting tall? They say keep it on the boys.
Yeah, that shit crazy. But okay, so is that the only event you got coming up? What else you got going?
No, the Woodstock, is that what it is?
Okay.
The Black Woodstock?
Yeah, the Black Woodstock.
Shout out to Courtney.
Big shout out to Courtney and the Black Woodstock.
Yeah, I'm gonna be performing there as well on the July 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th. That whole weekend.
That's what's up. Big shout out to Black Woodstock.
And don't forget about the Jerk Fest in Frank Holton Park.
I did forget about the Jerk Fest. Yeah, I forgot about the Jerk Fest.
On July 2nd, international reggae artist Yellow Man and Michael Rose from Black Uhuru is going to be there.
Hey.
So,
it's
and vendors.
You got the events coming.
Yes. And I will be performing there with Rickathon Productions. I'm looking forward to that.
I see, man. Look, I see you got it coming up, man. That's what's up. I see you working, G. Glad to have you on some of my events.
Yes,
you make it big. Make sure you shout out NLP.
You know I am. Yes.
For real. It's good like seeing you turn up, man, because I love it when we can have artists that bring something different.
Yeah.
And I try to make sure I always bring something different to the shows that we put on. You can't have everybody performing trap music or, you know, like when it's, you got to have a little bit of everything.
And that has stage presence, dancing and, choreography is great and all that energy.
That energy. Yeah, because it's some people get on stage and stand in one spot. I'm like, yo.
I be trying to turn some of the artists up when I see them doing that. Like, get out your stage fright. Come on, turn up.
Yeah.
This your music.
This your music.
If you don't nobody feel it, you gotta feel it.
You gotta feel it.
And I tell people all the time, like, look, if you want to bring somebody on stage who gonna hype you up, bring it. Because that right there, if you feel they good energy, your energy, look, now the crowd can get this energy. They got to watch that one video with the old girl. She was snapping. And she's the white girl, she was rapping. That may be your boyfriend. That's my sneaky link.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
Oh, my God.
I'm like,
literally, bitch.
And look, what's so crazy, I'm like, everybody watching the video and they listening to her. I'm looking at the hype girl in the back.
Her best friend show had her. She was holding her down in the back.
I'm like, oh, shit. You need somebody like that. Like Fred that's going to come turn up with you, man, for real. That's what, man, but.
All right, let me look at the time. Okay, so we running short on time. So let's go ahead and get into this last topic that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
And, so this one right here is a little rough, y'all. So there was a 10-year-old girl from Florida who shot and killed a woman because she was fighting her mom. So supposedly the mama was drunk, got into it with this chick outside the apartments that they stayed in or whatever. And the little girl happened to be out there. Her mom hands her her purse so that she can continue to fight the woman. They saying that the woman was getting the best of her mama, so the girl goes into her mama bag, pulls out a loading gun, and aims and shoots and kills the woman. Okay.
So a little backstory. Tell the backstory.
Well, the backstory is now, I don't know how true this is, so I really don't even want to put it out there like that. But allegedly, this is this 10-year-old's second kill.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, so they're saying that this is her second kill. She allegedly she killed her cousin 5 years ago, stabbed. I don't know if it was a little girl or a little boy, but stabbed him and killed him. So what's happening right now is the little girl, she's out. They did arrest her, but she's back home. But now they're charging the mom with manslaughter, I believe, for the incident.
Hey, my thing is, that's your kid. You gotta look.
How do you feel about, like, man? I want to know, like, how do people feel about that?
That's a horrible feeling. Cause in the heat of, for one,
I would not want my child to be pulling out no damn gun, shooting
now here's my
nobody.
thing.
I don't care if they not killing me.
Right.
It ain't no reason for nothing like that to go down. I wouldn't want my child to have to live with that.
I say this all the time. Me and you could be beefing, and I could say it's on sight. If on site when I see you with your kids, go and walk by, my brother. Mm-hmm. You got your kids with you. This ain't nothing what kids should be in.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be out here squabbling if your kids out here. You made a bad decision in a heated moment because you had your kids with you. You decided to fight and you handed your daughter a purse, not knowing that she was gonna go on that purse and pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy because I'm like, damn, this is a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I know some grown men that probably would have missed that shot of trying to hit this lady, but bad shit happens and she hit her and killed her.
And they actually have I don't know if it's actually a video. It probably is a video. I saw a still shot of the video of the little girl holding the gun and pointing it. So
and my thing is, like, I get it as a parent, you got to take that charge because it's bad. Somebody lost their life, but that's still like, man. I just say you shouldn't have had your kid out there, like for real. Your kid shouldn't have been out there to even see this fight happening. You should have just, hey, let this slide, and you wouldn't be in this predicament. So I'm just.
But in this situation here, they said the mama was drunk, so like they was probably just hanging out. She drunk, she got the tripping, and old girl taxed that ass, and her daughter killed her. So I mean, that's pretty much what happened. It's unfortunate.
So would you feel the kid should be locked up?
No, I feel like
no.
So do you feel so do you think the mama should be locked up? Should she be charged with manslaughter?
Well, her mom did give her the purse with the loaded gun, so that's negligence anyway.
Yeah.
So why not just charge her with negligence, child neglect?
Because it's manslaughter at this point. She
didn't
killed
kill her.
someone.
She didn't kill her.
Yeah, but because of her actions, her daughter did, and she's 10.
I get it.
But it's the second kill for me. I don't know. I feel like this little girl might already be, she might just be a little killer.
And that's what I'm saying, because
people had a serial killer gene. And
thank you. I was just going to say,
she might
some
be a
people.
little killer. What was that movie we was looking at a show on Netflix we was watching? What was it? The lady from down the street, something with the window.
Oh, the lady down the street
in the window across the street. I think
the
that's
lady
what
down
it was.
the street. Across,
anyways, the little girl in that movie, she was what, like 9, and she was putting hands on her.
I'm talking about whooping this grown lady.
How you let this
and she had killed.
She killed the big tall man across the street.
She killed the grown man.
I don't want to get a movie away too much.
Yeah,
but
you just got. It's on Netflix. It's called
I think it's the woman
down the street across from the lady in the window or some shit like that. It's a long name. You watch it. When I say.
I'm gonna have to look into that today.
It gets to a point where you be like, how old is 9 or 10 really?
Exactly.
Because in that movie, when I say she was whooping this grown lady, I'm talking about hit her with a casserole pot, beat the sleeves off her.
Not a casserole.
She sure did.
She was beating the sleeves off this lady.
What the lady do? What the lady do to her?
She was fighting back, but she was losing. Mm-hmm. So now that's my thing. So now if I whoop
it was like she didn't really want to fight her because she was a kid, but I wouldn't care. Look, you're going too hard.
And
I know you done killed other people.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You ain't no little girl no more. You a little demon.
Exactly. So I'm finna get. So now if I fuck this 10-year-old up, everybody like, oh man, he bogus. He beat the shit out of that 10-year-old. This 10-year-old done killed 2 more other people. Look. Come on now.
Yeah, she would have had to go. But that is sad, though.
Okay, so Tiffany said handing her the purse with the gun makes her an accessory to the crime. If the girl gets murdered, then the mama's going to get manslaughter. Mm-hmm. I mean, we understand and we know that, but we just saying, like...
You just feel like that because it's a 10-year-old.
It is a 10-year-old. You can't give her a slap on the wrist, Do better next time. Send them to counseling. Don't lock nobody up.
She definitely needs to go to counseling.
Yeah.
Especially, like I said, if this is her second kill, like, I don't know. Something needs to be checked out about that. And then for her to just easily pick this gun up to go and fire and shoot somebody at 10 years old, you know that if you pull this trigger, you know what this bullet could possibly do to somebody that you're aiming it at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's the mental thing for me. Like, she that girl had time to think about what she was doing.
Yeah.
Whew, that's tough. That man, like I say, as a parent, that's a tough subject. I
see here an article it states that the little girl said she shouldn't have hit my mama. So that's what witnesses are saying, that's what the little girl said. Like, she shouldn't.
And a lot of kids go feel that way. She
don't feel bad about killing the woman. You know.
I mean, because my thing is, look, at 10-year-old, my mama was fighting. I'm fighting too. I don't know, pull out a gun and kill somebody, but I mean, I don't know how bad the fight was going over. She may have been working her mama in the ground, stomping her out, and her mama was out, couldn't defend herself, and she felt like this the only thing I can do is shoot her. I don't really know what happened, but
okay, so supposedly the police questioned the girl, and she claimed that the victim, the lady who was killed, hit her mama in the head with an object and then threatened to bring the whole family outside to jump on her mama. So she's saying that that's the reason why she got the gun out and shot her.
Well, at 10, that could be a scary situation. So.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that could be.
Shit changes when you're a 10-year-old and you're like, look.
And it's just you and your mama, so yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So now, when you get the backstory, it's like, damn, should she get manslaughter? Because technically, this sounds like self-defense to me.
Yeah.
My mama over here, she got hit in the head, and you bring your family, I'm finna go and get you up out of here.
Yeah, most definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, it's a tough subject, man. I don't know. Gotta chime in. Let me know what y'all think. We run. Let's go and get to this. Last one. Investments in yourself.
Yeah. So what's your price? How much does it cost to invest in yourself?
That's the question of the day. Even if y'all don't get a chance to talk to me on this live, you can inbox me later and let me know. And the reason I said this because I had made a status, and basically it was because I'm charging people $25 to get on a particular show, and a lot of people saying that's too much. They are artists, and artists should get paid to perform, which I get that. I do. My logic is this. If I pay you to perform, how much money am I going to make off of you? If I bring Drake here and Drake say, let's just lowball. Let's say Drake say, give me $5,000. I know I can make back that $5,000 off of Drake. And I ain't got to do nothing but say, Drake go be in St. Louis on this day at this time. And people going to buy tickets. That's what promoters do. So as an artist, if you tell me it's $500 for you to come perform, that means I need to make $1,500 back. The $5 that I paid you, another $5 of good gracious for my double up, and then let me get $5 more just because you're a good ass artist.
Pay me, pay my business, and then savings.
Exactly. Because my thing is, when I do events, I gotta rent the club, I gotta get a DJ, I gotta pay security, bartenders, everybody gotta get paid.
Yep.
So if I pay you $500 and then 10 people come to this show, that's not a good investment for me. So,
just the time and effort that it takes to have to put a lot of these shows and these events together.
Exactly.
You know, I'm in the backgrounds and I see a lot of the stuff, you know, that he has to put up with. And baby, I couldn't.
It's stressful.
Because it's a lot of people who claim that they are this is their craft and you know they killing it or whatnot, but y'all really not. I really want to know why a lot of y'all are artists.
Yeah.
For real.
For what? Well, I mean, what's the reason behind it?
Because my thing is, and I say it all the time, if I was an artist and I'm trying to get to the next level, I'm going to be in your face all the time. Big shout out and rest in peace to my boy Cold Case, because he was in your face all the time. Even if he wasn't
in that parking shop.
Exactly. I was just saying.
You saw him with them CDs and he was gonna make sure you had one.
Even if he wasn't talking about a show, he was doing skits. He was on live. He was in your face, making sure you know him, you remember him.
Sure did.
These artists now, they feel like $25 for what? Is it gonna be a crowd there? How many people coming?
Right, like
you have to bring the crowd.
Exactly. If I bring
the promoter
10 people,
does
you
his
bring
part
10
in bringing
people,
the crowd as
you
well.
And I tell people that all the time. I say, if I have a showcase, I got 20 artists. If all of y'all bring 2 people, You know how much of a show we got now?
And two people that actually know your music too, because that's another thing. You can have all these songs and do all these performances, but
don't nobody know your music.
Nobody knows your music, and you're not even bringing people that even knows your music to help hype the crowd up. Like, come on now.
Nothing. And that's what I'm saying. So I should pay
But
you
you want to be
for
paid.
What? So that's what I'm saying. Like, for as an event, it's $25. And let me ask you as an artist. Mm-hmm. If I told you $25 to perform at my next show, you get 10 minutes on stage. And also with most of my shows, I allow people to bring their merchandise and sell it, whatever. I don't stop nobody hustle.
Right.
$25 for 10 minutes on stage. Mm-hmm. Is
That's
too much?
Nothing. No, because people out here been charging $50 to $100. What's that one? Coast to Coast. They charge like what, $300? $25 is nothing. That's nothing, especially if you're trying to put your name out there, put yourself out there, let people know who you are, especially as an upcoming artist and a local artist. You should want to do this because people don't know who you are. Just like people putting their songs, oh, you know who it is. No, we don't know who it is. Who are you?
What's going on?
What's your name? Who are you? If you don't put your effort and your time into yourself and trying to get yourself put out there, then that's all on you. And trying to say $25 is too much when people are literally charging $300 for you to perform, and people around people you don't know. This is in your city, and you can't pay $25. Somebody know you out there, and you can't pay $25 for somebody you know to come see you.
Right. And I said all the time because I watch artists that feel like, okay, well, if I pay $100, it's gonna be people at this month. It's gonna be, and then they get tickets to sell, and they can't sell the tickets. Now you got 10 other artists that paid $200 to sell tickets, but then none of y'all sell no tickets. Exactly. So now y'all ain't performing in front of nobody, and y'all still paid all this money.
Yep.
And I tell people,
or you just give the tickets away, so you still don't make no money
because people don't come.
Yeah, you give the ticket away, and they like you said, and they probably still not gonna come.
And the reason I say this is because when we talking about investing in yourself, I tell people all the time, like when you do local artist showcases, it's harder to get a crowd to come out because if you coming out to a local artist showcase, you're coming to hear the local artist music. So you got to know some local artists or somebody that's going to be on that stage. Right. Most of the time, people don't just stumble into a club to have a drink and then listen to local music.
Right.
No.
Right.
You go out to a club because you want to hear music, have a drink. Or if somebody invites you to a party and then all of a sudden 30 people start performing, you're like, nigga, I came to a party. I ain't coming to hear this local music. Right. It's the same way when Big Boogie come to perform.
Yeah.
And then you got 10 local artists that perform before him and everybody standing around. Not doing that, but as soon as Boogie come, everybody turn. Why y'all want to turn for the local artists? Because y'all didn't come for that. So I tell people all the time, if I spend $800 to throw a party and I know it's going to be a crowd there and I'm getting money off the door, what do I need you for? I got a DJ that's playing music.
Right.
They come here to party. They didn't come here for this local artist. What do I need you for if I already got the crowd? So guess what?
I gotta pay you.
I gotta pay you.
People here.
Exactly. You can't bring two people to listen to your music. So why should I pay you to perform? It don't make no sense to me. Now I get it if you've built your clientele up, you've been doing this for years, and you like, shit, man, I can get a crowd. Okay, I get it.
But you probably not. People like that probably ain't even doing small
local artist showcases.
Artist showcases, exactly.
They headlining.
Yep.
Right.
And they going to other cities and other states. You know, you gotta. My thing is, you gotta start from somewhere. You know, and $25 is just an investment. Period.
It is.
You know, it's an investment. Nobody's gonna do anything for you for free.
And
you know, and if they say it's free, then it's probably still a catch to that. You know, somehow, some way, it's a. I scratch your back, you scratch my back kind of thing.
And let me say
when
this.
It's free.
If you're a local artist, and I'm a promoter in the city, I done did plenty of shows. I'm talking about plenty of shows. If you hit me up to get on the show, and I say it's this price, and you say, man, nah, well, okay, fine. Because 9 times out of 10, you the artist. I probably ain't even heard your music. Right. So if you trying to tell me I should pay you, and I ain't heard your music, what the hell?
That's what be blowing me. People be like, am I getting paid for this? I'm like, do we know who you are? Do people know who you are? Like, are people going to come see you?
Thank you. And that's all I'm saying. Are people going to come see you? Invest in yourself. So if I say it's $25 to perform, that's an investment because Even if you get her and there's only 30 people here, make sure all 30 of those people know where to find your music at. Try to sell at least 5 of them a t-shirt. Give away a free armband. Network. Get some followers on Instagram. All of that. That's networking, because guess what? It may be somebody that was in this crowd was like, you know what? Damn, I like her music. But you didn't get off stage and go network with nobody.
Right.
They probably didn't hear what you said on stage on where to follow your music at.
Right.
So you got to do your part. When you get off stage, go network. Talk to some people. Pass out some cards, some flyers to your next show. Anything. These artists will come, ain't got a t-shirt, ain't got a flyer, ain't got a business card. Come, sit in the corner, smoke, drink, perform. As soon as they perform, they gone.
And that's sad.
Right.
But wondering why they can't get their followers up.
And can't even support the next
And
artist.
I'm going to say this again. Like, if I invite you to an event, I expect you to network. Because let me tell you about me. Like, last year, I wasn't performing until, like, the fall. I wasn't doing none of this until the fall. And that's only because around this time of year, last year, my dad came in town, and he's a reggae DJ. And I went to Club Viva, and I knew some people that was in there. That's where I met Kwame at, and that's where I met Rickathon at, even though Rickathon saw me grow up. And I was like, this year I want to do reggae music. This is what I want to do. So when I was in there supposed to be having fun, turning up with my daddy, I'm like, ooh, Rickathon, you got something going on? Or Kwame, I'm trying to work on my music and stuff. What's up? Let's link. Let's work. And that's what happened. And they was getting me together, And I appreciate them. Shout out to them, for real. And that's what put me on. I did my first show with Andrew B's. That didn't turn out so well, but it gave me
a start.
Right, it's a start. It gave me something, learning how it works, like doing the show and watching the promoting and trying to get people there and having my sisters work the door, all that. Just seeing how everything works. So when I invite you somewhere, please come, because if you're an artist, I really want you to be putting yourself out there just like I did. I didn't really have the help. I was asking people, and my daddy, he a DJ. He like, you got to do it yourself. You want to sing, you better get out there. So I feel like y'all should do that for real.
Go ahead and do your shout outs and let everybody know where to find your music at again before we get out of here.
I want to shout out to Rickathon Productions, NLP,
Hey.
Infinite Divinity, Michelle for last night, because that was lit. I really had enjoyed myself.
Shout out to Entice Me.
Entice Me.
Shop with her. And y'all can find my music on YouTube under Ashay Cleopatra, Ashay, A-S-E, and K for Cleopatra, on YouTube, Spotify, and on a Facebook page.
Hey,
so,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Thank you
to everybody that support me. I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. And my best friend, I see you, bro, and I love you.
That's what's up. We thank you for being a guest on the Never Legal podcast today, man. Thank you for performing on the last 2 shows.
Y'all.
Hopefully we can get you on some more, get you a part of this NLP
you already
team.
know I'm on it.
Man, your energy is unmatched, man. We thank you for real. You want to do some shout outs before we go, babe?
No, not really.
All right. That's what's All right, man. We done came to the end of our segment, man. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Thank y'all for tuning into the Never Legal podcast. Peace.
See y'all. I need
What up?
some
What
fucking
up?
food.